So for a closed edge cast on, you need to have a machine that's got weaving brushes on it for it to work successfully. So you won't be able to do this on every machine, but the majority of them you can use this technique. So on this Knitmaster, I'm going to put my side levers forward and put my weaving brushes on. And then I've selected the number of needles that I want to cast on. I'm just going to cast on 40 needles for this one. And I'm just going to run my carriage across just to line them up. And then I'm going to use my 1x1 needle pusher to push every other needle all the way out to D position. And so the casting on is going to be slightly different in that I'm going to put the yarn into the yarn feeder, but rather than just knitting straight across, I'm taking the loose end of the yarn and holding it across those needles that are in D position. And now I'm just going to knit one row. And what you should be able to see here is we've got an alternation between one needle knitting and one needle just being a loop. So we've got stitches on alternate needles at the moment. And now if I just go back the other way, I've now got stitches on all of the needles. So I just need to knit enough rows now that I can get my weights on. That was about 6 rows, so that should be okay. That should be enough now to get some weights on. And that was my cast on. So now I can just switch the machine back to normal. So I'm cancelling the side levers, taking the weaving brushes off, and I can now just carry on knitting. And that was my closed edge cast on. So if I just show you what that looks like, the benefit to this cast on is that it's not going to unravel. You've got every stitch at the beginning caught, and you should be able to see there's a line running through every stitch. That's that line where we held the yarn across on the very first row. And then the other benefit then, because of that, is that we can gather this edge if we want to. So you can use this end to gather up all the stitches. So this is quite a useful cast on if you want to do something that has a gathered edge to it. So I use it for the ends of scarves before I then put a pom-pom on the end of it, for example. But that is your closed edge cast on.